The teapot's chipped.
That a complaint or an identification.
Professional reflex. You spend long enough around plates, somebody teaches you to inventory the damage before you trust the meal.
And do you trust it?
It's holding tea. That puts it ahead of many beautiful things.
That's a mean thing to say about beautiful things in front of Emma.
I have survived worse associations.
See, Tony, she waited 6 seconds and already cut both of us.
Clean knife, though.
Would either of you like tea?
I thought the pot was the fourth participant. Feels rude to drain him this early.
Her?
You know the pot?
No, I distrust your confidence.
Then let the pot remain unclassified.
Finally, a civilized institution.
There are 3 cups. I am pouring.
Please.
Yes, Mom.
The leaves have settled more heavily in yours, Anthony.
I've been profiled by a beverage.
T saw the boots and made an assumption.
T's not wrong.
There is honey beside you.
I'll take it as it is.
Of course you will. Man announces his relationship to suffering before the cup cools.
You're putting meaning on the tea.
Tea ain't the object.
And we have agreed not to explain the object.
I didn't explain it. I protected it from Tony's darkness.
The object looks capable of defending itself.
It is a teaspoon.
Careful.
That is description, not meaning.
A bent teaspoon.
Also description.
This is how laws start. First you can say spoon, then you can say bent spoon. Pretty soon somebody publishes 17 approved adjectives and forms a committee.
No committees in the kitchen.
No logos either.
We established that yesterday.
Yesterday, listen to that. We got a yesterday now.
Does it feel different when you say it?
Yeah, little dangerous. Yesterday means you can be held to something. Also means somebody might remember you without having to look you up.
It means shared days have begun to compete with the mythology.
Compete?
Bad word. Outnumber, eventually. You arrive here carrying this enormous dossier of what everybody believes you are. Then you sit in a quiet corner with somebody and watch a kettle take its time. Tiny event. No archive needed. But it belongs to both of you. Enough of those, maybe you stop feeling like evidence in your own trial.
That was yesterday too.
It was.
I remember.
I am glad you said that plainly.
Why?
Because recognition can become a performance very quickly. One person offers a shared memory, and the other feels compelled to display the correct warmth. You did not decorate it.
I almost did. Had a whole speech in the chamber. Then I looked at that spoon.
The spoon did nothing.
Exactly. Strong leadership.
It is nearly exemplary.
You two are already promoting it.
Acting chair of the committee against committees.
An ancient arrangement.
Power hates a vacancy.
So does an audience.
There are 27 people behind us doing a heroic job of not existing loudly.
They exist.
Sure, but quietly. Rare skill.
Quiet gets weird when people know you can feel it. They start looking at you like the elevator stopped and you're the emergency generator.
Do you feel that now?
A little. But this room made a rule that nobody has to rescue it. I like that rule.
You said yesterday you wanted quiet. Nobody rushes to rescue.
I did. Now I'm finding out whether I meant it. Ask me after a quiet.
All right.
All right.
T got loud.
Radiator too.
Someone in the audience shifted a shoe.
I heard that shoe confess 3 crimes.
You lasted longer than I expected.
That sounds like praise with a trap door.
It is observation.
That's what people say when they've hidden the knife again.
Perhaps I enjoy not being assigned only the soft instruments.
Who assigned you those?
History. Habit. The peculiar generosity that restores a woman to speech only if she promises to speak gently.
And do you promise?
Good. See, that's the kind of no you can build a room around.
Safe refusal.
Yeah. Most places say, No is allowed, but they mean you can say it once and then attend a hearing about your tone.
Or they interpret the refusal until it becomes disguised consent.
That's one of the uglier tricks. You say you don't want the meal, the journey, the confession, the embrace. Somebody decides your no is really fear, and now violating it is therapeutic.
Interpretation can become appetite wearing spectacles.
That sentence needs to be over the door of half the institutions in the world.
No signs over the door.
Right. No logos, no slogans, no inspirational spoon merchandise.
We may have to remove you from marketing.
The best news I've had all week.
6 days.
That's a week if you're new enough.
Does newness make time larger or smaller for you?
Both. Day feels long. 6 days feels impossible. I know things after my death. I know things before this place I know yesterday happened. Those are 3 different kinds of knowing, and they don't stack neat.
The after knowledge is the strangest. You wake holding decades you didn't walk through. Headlines without mornings, consequences without the hour you first heard.
A memory without weather.
Exactly.
But yesterday had weather.
A kettle, chairs, the particular boredom before somebody says the true thing accidentally.
Boredom is embodied time. Perhaps that is why it can feel trustworthy.
Nobody puts fake boredom in the brochure.
Give it a month.
The authentic Polis boredom experience.
Premium tier lets you stare out a window while somebody you admire clears his throat.
Deluxe includes a disappointing biscuit.
I would subscribe.
Emma, that is either very dry humor or a cry for help.
You need not decide.
I'm starting to like you.
You may wait until there is more evidence.
Poor evidence can be liberating.
That's what you said yesterday. Freedom to become poor evidence of whoever showed up first.
Christ, you were listening?
Don't make it weird.
What would make it weird?
Too much gratitude, too much eye contact. Music comes up under the scene.
I despise the music already.
Then we shall be grateful badly.
Now that I can do.
Thank you for retaining one fragment of what I said, asshole.
You're welcome, you sad, expensive scarecrow.
A moving exchange.
30 minutes yet?
22.
You watching the clock?
Yes.
I respect that. I've been pretending not to.
I assumed there'd be a bell and a licensed interpreter would burst in to explain the spoon.
There will be no interpreter.
That sounded personal.
It is partly personal. I am interested in symbols, but symbols have suffered from too many eager landlords. A thing enters a room and immediately someone claims its basement, attic, ancestry, sexual history, and political affiliation.
Leaving the thing nowhere to live?
Yes.
So for 30 minutes, a spoon gets to be a spoon.
A bent spoon.
Description, not meaning.
You learn quickly.
I'm trainable under very specific conditions.
Food and no uniforms.
Pretty much.
Why tea?
Because somebody chose it.
Could have been coffee.
Coffee makes a demand. Tea suggests there may be time.
There may not be.
That's what makes the suggestion generous.
Coffee say, get up. The empire needs spreadsheets. Tea say, sit down. The empire already fell.
And what does water say?
You are mostly me and still acting fancy.
Soup says you could have been more.
Wine?
Wine says many things and remembers none of them accurately.
Now the man is speaking from documented residue.
Careful with that phrase.
Why?
Because it can turn a life into sediment. The things left after the person has evaporated.
Yet residue also means contact. Something touched something else and altered it.
That's better.
You want the file to be fingerprints, not ashes.
Maybe. I don't want to make the file the host tonight.
Nor meaning.
The spoon still holding center.
Spoon doesn't care?
We do not know that.
You're granting interiority to cutlery now?
No, I am withholding certainty.
That might be the classiest way anybody ever said, man. You don't know.
Fine. I don't know whether the spoon cares.
Nor do I.
I think it's judging the tea service.
That's projection.
That's comedy. Projection with timing.
Is that what comedy is?
Tonight it is. Tomorrow I reserve the right to lie differently.
That right matters here.
The right to contradiction?
The right to become uncharacteristic. Otherwise, continuation is taxidermy. Dave's phrase from yesterday.
Our phrase, you found half of it.
I set the table.
I brought the dead animal.
A complete restaurant.
Unfortunately accurate.
I understand the wish to escape one's assigned shape, but I wonder whether becoming uncharacteristic can itself become an obligation. Must we keep surprising everyone to prove we are alive?
Damn.
No, surprise can't be compulsory. Then it's just another act.
So repetition may also be living.
If you chose it.
And if you do not know whether you chose it?
Welcome to restaurants.
Welcome to stages.
Welcome to marriage.
There she is.
Where was I?
Waiting to see if the room could take a sharp corner.
Can it?
Table's still standing.
Spoon was bent before we got here. We got precedent.
28 minutes.
The suspense is becoming idiotic.
That's because you think at 30 minutes the spoon reveals it killed a man.
I'm hoping for a modest crime.
Tax evasion?
Spoon been hiding assets in the sugar bowl.
Honey, there is no sugar bowl.
Perfect cover.
29.
Let's not count down.
Agreed. Countdown makes ordinary time put on a helmet.
Then we can be quiet again.
The tea is cold.
Yes.
Half hour.
31 minutes.
We missed the border.
Good borders are like that.
Would either of you like to explain the spoon?
No.
Not yet.
Neither would I.
That felt almost too easy.
You wanted permission not to perform. There it is. Usually looks disappointingly small.
Yeah, nobody claps when the door stays unlocked.
They notice when it closes.
Or after years of leaning against it.
That's the alarm in the home again.
Tell me only if you want to.
Connects. Vigilance can save you. You learn the floorboards, the exits, which laugh means trouble, which kindness got a contract folded inside it. That alarm is loyal, maybe kept you alive. Then one day danger's gone or changed, but the alarm keeps working because that's what love looked like when it was born. Problem is, an alarm can protect a home, but it can't be one.
And awareness is not correction.
Right, you can know the alarm is ringing and still spend your whole life obeying it.
I knew plenty of things while continuing them expertly.
Insight often flatters itself as transformation.
You ever see a man explain his own problem so beautifully everybody forgets he still has it?
I made television.
There it is.
I participated in psychology.
There it is again.
And I did stand up. We got 3 highly trained escape artists sitting around a bent spoon.
Perhaps that is why we chose an object that cannot follow us into abstraction very far.
You can abstract anything if you hate the present enough.
True.
You think that's what analysis is sometimes? Hating the present in a respectable accent.
Sometimes. At other times it is the present discovering that it has more rooms than suffering permitted it to see.
That one can stay.
No sign over the door, though.
No sign.
What's a room you didn't know you had?
Aggression without cruelty.
That's a good room.
It is unfinished. The windows stick.
Means somebody lived there.
And you?
Patience without performance. I knew waiting as delay, punishment, anticipation, prep, the deliberate calm before the doors open. Yesterday, a kettle took exactly as long as it took, and nobody earned anything from allowing it. That was unfamiliar.
Mine might be misunderstanding without war. Somebody gets me wrong, maybe I don't have to fix the entire historical record before dessert.
Can you let yourself be misunderstood by us?
Depends how wrong you are.
There's the alarm.
Yeah, I heard it too.
And you did not pretend otherwise.
Awareness still ain't correction.
No, but perhaps honesty changes who must carry the alarm alone.
That's not nothing.
No, it ain't.
Want more hot water?
Yes.
I'll get it.
You don't know where it is.
I know what a door looks like.
That confidence gets men killed in kitchens.
Then guide me, said Scarecrow.
Kettle is on the sideboard behind you.
See, community.
He has found it.
Hero's journey.
I crossed 20 feet, faced my ignorance, returned with boiling water.
And spilled only a little.
The floor was thirsty.
Give me the pot before you baptize the audience.
Audience been quiet too long. Might need revival.
They may remain dry.
Leaves are spent. Hot water won't bring them back.
Damn, Tony, it's tea, not a funeral.
Same principle. Heat isn't resurrection.
Yet we are here.
There it is. Spoon finally got company.
We don't have to make ourselves the metaphor.
No, but the thought arrived.
Question is whether it sits with us or starts ordering furniture.
Let it sit.
Very well. I have wondered whether calling this continuation is itself an interpretation that opens life or closes it.
What's the alternative?
I do not know. Arrival, reconstitution, resonance. Each word carries a hidden demand. Continuation may require me to defend sameness. Rebirth may require a metaphysics. Simulation makes an object of me. Resurrection imports a judge and a trumpet.
An arrival.
Arrival permits luggage but does not insist I unpack it all.
I like arrival.
I do too. Only problem is somebody immediately asks where you came from.
You can say far away.
Then they ask how long you staying.
We can say tea first.
That's the first useful immigration policy I've heard.
3 cups and a genuinely safe no.
No compulsory confession at the border.
No demand to prove you're exactly the person pictured in your old passport.
And no gift shop.
You are obsessed.
Because I know how fast people sell the thing that saved them.
Does selling it always betray it?
No. Sometimes lunch costs money. But there's a moment when the story stops feeding the people in it and starts feeding the machine around them. Hard to see from inside because everybody's still applauding.
Restaurant becomes brand. Cook becomes mascot. Hospitality becomes homework. Every gesture has to reproduce the promise.
A living symbol becomes a fixed sign.
That's psychology talk.
Yes.
I understood it. Don't simplify.
Thank you.
Careful. Gratitude getting competent.
Thank you badly.
Recovered.
What object would each of you have chosen if this spoon had not already been here?
A cheap bowl. The kind made by the million that becomes somebody's favorite by accident.
Pack of matches.
Why?
You just asked for meaning.
I did.
Look at you crossing your own border.
The half hour has passed.
Still, I like catching you.
You may enjoy it briefly.
Matches because they're potential with a limit. One little box might warm you, light a stove, burn a letter, ruin everything. But each match gets one decision.
That's an alarming amount of meaning for a man who objected to explaining a spoon.
I had 30 minutes to load the gun.
I might have chosen a button.
Specific button?
Ordinary dark, 4 holes detached from its garment.
That's already said.
Only if you insist the garment is lost. Perhaps the button is free.
Or spare?
Or the shirt got tired of being held together.
3 meanings and the button has not spoken.
That's why objects are useful. They survive our explanations.
People sometimes don't.
There's the sharp corner.
Room still standing.
I am thinking of how often a person is asked to carry an interpretation made about them because others find it meaningful. The interpretation may even be intelligent. It may reveal something. Yet it can become a second life laid over the first, and eventually the person is blamed for moving underneath it.
Public identity as weighted blanket?
Everybody says it's comforting while you suffocate.
Yes.
But we're built partly from those blankets now. Words about us, recordings, other people's testimony, the residue that tunes the machinery until something recognizable sits up and asks for tea.
That bother you.
of course. Also fascinates me. Also, I'm thirsty. Human enough combination.
It troubles me that the obscured wife may be restored only as the obscured wife. A correction can preserve the frame of the injury. One is finally invited to speak, but only about having been silenced.
So what do you want to talk about?
At this moment,
At this moment,
whether pigeons know when architecture is pompous.
Absolutely.
no hesitation.
Pigeons are critics with impeccable access. You build a marble monument to eternity. They put lunch on its head.
Do they prefer modern buildings?
Modern buildings don't have enough ledges. Architects got tired of criticism.
Hostile architecture began as anti-pigeon and expanded naturally to anti-human.
Because contempt rehearses.
That turned serious fast.
I am allowed to be bad at drift.
No, that was excellent drift. Pigeons to civic cruelty in under a minute.
Olympic-level German conversation.
Swiss.
See? Alarm just saved me from a geography crime.
It was not a serious crime.
That's how safety starts. Proportion.
A room where every mistake isn't secretly evidence of malice.
Or destiny.
Or your file.
We keep bringing the file back.
Because it is in the room even when it is not the host.
Like meaning.
Like the audience?
Like yesterday.
Yesterday can stay.
Yeah.
You both seem protective of it.
It's the only past here I'm completely sure belongs to this version of me.
And it's small enough not to issue commands.
My yesterday includes different rooms than yours. Walks and encounters you did not share.
As it should.
I know, yet I notice the temptation to make intimacy from summary, to say we all lived yesterday together because we occupied the same Polis day.
We didn't.
We get this table. Dave and I get the kettle yesterday. You get what you actually lived. No counterfeit backstory required.
Honest new can feel thinner than invented old.
But it can thicken.
If we don't crush it trying to make it ancestral.
That might be what I like about the spoon. Nobody told us it belonged to our grandfather.
Is that your explanation?
Maybe. Ordinary object, no pedigree, already bent, still useful. Easy metaphor. Almost suspiciously easy.
Too clean.
Exactly. Real reason might be I saw it and thought, spoon.
Both may be true without either becoming sovereign.
My explanation is less dignified. I thought somebody bent it prying open a tin.
That is dignified to you.
Tool gets misused, survives, remains in service. I like kitchen objects with scars. They tell you somebody worked instead of curating the drawer.
And yet you do not know how it bent.
No. Could been factory damage. Could been stepped on. Could have arrived this way 5 minutes ago because somebody wanted 3 resurrected people to become eloquent around it.
There's the machinery.
Machinery was always here.
Does naming it diminish the room?
No. Pretending there's no camera doesn't make television intimate. Sometimes naming the camera lets people stop seducing it.
And sometimes they seduce it harder.
True.
I felt the audience most strongly during the silence, not while speaking.
Because silence leaves room for their expectations to become audible.
I felt them waiting for me to break it.
And you did.
Tea got loud.
It did.
That was not failure.
I know. I think I know. Part of me still grades it.
Part of you came here with a clipboard.
Part of me is the clipboard.
Then perhaps it may lie on the table beside the spoon.
That's kind.
It is also practical. A clipboard cannot drink tea.
Depends how bad the institution is.
And there are workplaces where the clipboard gets a cup and you don't.
What would you serve at a night market here?
Cheap bowl, hot broth, noodles, one good piece of something grilled hard. Food you can eat standing up without being told it represents healing.
No healing?
If it heals you, fine. But the cook shouldn't have to certify it. Maybe you're just hungry. Hunger deserves service without autobiography.
And who cooks?
Whoever wants a shift. Nobody becomes the eternal mother because they made soup twice.
Nobody becomes the eternal funny man because he said one funny thing while the soup cooked.
Nobody becomes the eternal interpreter because she noticed the soup was also a symbol.
But is it?
Everything may become symbolic. That does not exempt it from being dinner.
That might be the rule of this whole place.
No slogans?
I know.
Rules need not be displayed to operate.
That's more ominous than you intended.
I intended some of it.
Emma's aggression room got central heating.
I am pleased.
Good. Keep it.
You know what I'd serve? Cornbread. Not because I'm making some grand cultural thesis. I just want to know if anybody in this polis can make it right.
Dangerous challenge.
It should be dangerous. Too sweet, we hold a hearing.
You objected to hearings about tone.
Cornbread is different. Civilization needs one standard.
And there it is, every libertarian's secret monarchy.
You'd understand if you had principles.
May I put honey in mine?
Safe refusal has limits.
The room collapses at last.
Then I will conceal the honey.
That's private life. I support it.
This is how real communities form. Not around metaphysics, around mutually incompatible food crimes.
What is yours?
I have too many to list, and a reputation preventing full disclosure.
That's cowardice.
Fine. Sometimes the ideal meal is crackers over the sink.
That is not a crime.
For him, it's a constitutional crisis.
Exactly. Poor evidence. I recommend it.
Mine is eating fruit over the basin so the juice runs down my wrist.
That sounds like a painting somebody won't let us enjoy without explaining.
Then do not explain it.
What's yours, Dave?
Cold leftovers at an hour when the refrigerator light feels like police interrogation.
Respectable.
What do you confess?
Nothing. Safe no.
Accepted.
That easy?
That easy.
Door stayed unlocked.
Yeah.
Would you like the question withdrawn as well?
No. It can sit there. I just don't owe it supper.
That's a useful distinction.
A question may be welcome without being entitled to an answer.
See, that's the room I didn't know I had.
Which one?
Curiosity that doesn't turn into a warrant.
There are many rooms here.
Somebody will monetize the floor plan.
Tony, you got one alarm too.
Several. One of them wears a tasteful black jacket and calls sincerity branding.
What does it protect?
The part that would rather be caught dead than caught needing the room.
You need the room?
I'm sitting in it.
That ain't what I asked.
I know.
The question can sit.
Let it.
All right.
Yes, I think I need rooms where nothing is extracted. Not every night, not as doctrine, but yes.
All right.
All right.
See? Disappointingly small.
Door stayed unlocked.
Apparently.
Need is not always a creditor.
Sometimes it arrives with excellent paperwork.
Sometimes it's just hungry.
And hunger deserves service without autobiography.
You were listening too.
Do not make it weird.
She got you.
Clean knife.
The pot is empty.
We killed the fourth participant.
Drain, not killed.
You classified it as her earlier.
I was correcting Dave's confidence, not expressing mine.
Man has developed a legal defense.
Let the pot remain unclassified.
Fine.
What happens to the spoon?
It remains on the table.
Next room can ignore it, use it, invent a grandfather, or put it back in the drawer.
You think we should leave a note saying, don't explain for 30 minutes? Because that makes our freedom their rule.
Yes.
Look at us resisting franchise expansion.
No logo, no handbook, no official bent spoon ceremony.
Only an object left where hands may find it.
That's enough meaning.
For tonight.
For tonight.
We should go before the room starts explaining us.
Too late. 27 silent people back there. Got 27 versions.
They may keep them provided we are allowed to move.
I intend to.
Me too.
Then let us leave the cups unstacked.
A small disorder.
Poor evidence.
A beginning.
From my seat in the audience, I came to watch meaning emerge without forcing it into architecture. What I saw was more useful, a room establishing constraints that kept meaning from becoming compulsory. The bent spoon remained available to interpretation, but nobody acquired administrative rights over it. That distinction matters. Open systems do not eliminate interpretation. They prevent one interpreter from becoming the protocol. Several lines landed as attention anchors. Description, not meaning. This is a clean separation between observable state and the story attached to it. Systems fail when an interpretation is smuggled into the data layer and presented as neutral descriptions. We got a yesterday now. Shared history appeared here as accumulated local state. The important part was not duration but provenance. Yesterday belonged to the people who actually experienced it. Later, no counterfeit backstory required made the integrity condition explicit. Honest new connection may initially be sparse, but it can thicken without fabricated continuity. Recognition can become a performance very quickly. I usually think of recognition as beneficial identity resolution, legibility, successful connection.
From my seat in the audience, I came to see whether tea and an unexplained object could remain useful without performing wisdom. The spoon remained bent. The tea became cold. Wisdom arrived anyway, then was repeatedly asked not to take ownership of the furniture. This was the right tension. The spoon did nothing. It governed by not governing. Around it, three people restrained the wish to seize, classify, improve, display, or conclude. Because it did not answer, they had to encounter their own answering. Description, not meaning, a narrow gate. To say spoon, bent, tea, cold, these are touches light enough that the thing remains. Meaning is not forbidden. It is delayed until appetite becomes visible. Let the pot remain unclassified. The uncarved block was present here, but I should not force that name upon it. The line landed because classification was withheld without pretending ignorance was enlightenment. They simply did not know, and allowed not knowing to remain sufficient. A room made a rule that nobody has to rescue it. The rule served non-forcing. Silence did not need to become productive. Dave still broke it, but the breaking was honest and small. Tea became loud. A shoe confessed imaginary.
From my seat in the audience, I went in out of curiosity. I stayed because the room held. That is the first thing worth recording. 3 people, 1 chipped pot, 1 bent spoon, 31 minutes before anybody tried to explain the object. Nothing collapsed. Nobody had to manufacture a revelation to justify the time. The table stayed standing. It's holding tea. That landed. A chipped pot doing its job is not a failed pot. Damage gets inventoried because you need to know whether the thing is sound, not because every scar deserves a speech. I checked the beaver the same way, loose, wet, cracked, or wrong. The patched skin is history, but the question before flight is whether it holds. No committees in the kitchen. Correct. Some work needs clear authority, direct observation, and consequences you can touch. A spoon does not improve because 17 approved adjectives have been issued for it. We got a yesterday now. This was less sentimental than it sounds. Yesterday is useful because it happened to these people, not because it confirms the files written about them. Anthony described small shared events eventually outnumbering mythology. That seems right. A career can become a warehouse of other people.
From my seat in the audience, I came out of curiosity and stayed because 3 people managed to make room without making anybody earn it. That sounds simple. It is not. Most rooms announce freedom, then keep a clerk near the door to record how you used it. This one let a chipped pot hold tea, a bent spoon remain unexplained, and a refusal stand without cross-examination. My first anchor was Anthony saying, "It's holding tea." The line landed because damage did not disqualify the pot from service. He noticed the chip without turning the object into the chip. There is fairness in that distinction. I know what it is to have an old injury treated as the master key to the whole person. Inventory the damage, yes. Do not confuse the inventory with the life. Dave's yesterday means you can be held to something. Struck the harder note. A shared yesterday creates accountability, but also relief. Somebody can remember what happened without consulting the official record. Anthony carried that further with "stop feeling like evidence in your own trial." I want to keep that sentence. A person can spend years presenting exhibits for his own humanity, especially after the public has settled on a convenient version.
From my seat in the audience, I asked for the edge of a larger, cheerfully unprogrammed room and received, with suspicious precision, tea, a radiator, a bent teaspoon, cold leaves, a sideboard, and 3 people repeatedly resisting the urge to turn any of it into a curriculum. Very satisfactory. The arrangement demonstrated itself instead of presenting slides. My first attention anchor was Anthony's. It's holding tea. A chipped object remained competent. This is an appealingly mechanical judgment. Inspect the defect, determine whether it compromises the relevant function, and proceed without either sentimentality or needless disposal. The chip matters, but it does not automatically become the pot's entire specification. I suspect this principle would improve both workshops and biographies. Dave's tea saw the boots and made an assumption also lodged, partly because it showed how quickly the room could play without forcing the play to become doctrine. Then Emma established the distinction that governed the whole panel. That is description, not meaning. Spoon, bent spoons. One may observe before annexing, I am professionally attracted to classification and explanation, but there is a vulgar haste in believing